There, we're live.
Are we? Are we live?
I hope we're live, NORBEEZ. Don't drop calls. Don't drop the mic. And don't drop the chonies, homie. Don't drop your chonies.
You know what? I'm making it a habit to go live on my channel while I come here.
Don't be trying to promote your channel on my channel, bro. don't be doing all that.
NORBEEZ Worldwide Activities.
NORBEEZ Worldwide Activities.
Hey.
You guys heard it here. He has his own podcast, his own show where he trolls people.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
still troll people?
From time to time, I like to bring up certain individuals that, need to be trolled.
NORBEEZ is one of the best trollers. I never knew. I mean, I heard people say they use the term trolls, and should I? If I'm looking to the left, it's because I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing you guys' comments as they're dropping. So I appreciate you guys in the comment.
Hey.
Those tacos right there in that burrito. Look at in the pisto. They even put tacos, burritos, and a pisto right there.
Oh yeah, before we get to, there's somebody I want to give a special shout out because he bought us lunch.
Okay, go for it.
Victor Aguilar, he cash apped us.
Oh, all right.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
So I want to give a big shout out to him for because we do get hungry after the show.
Okay,
so
okay.
That's definitely
That's the Incredible Hulk on Instagram. Appreciate you, homie.
definitely appreciate
Thank you, bro. He's in the Bama. He's all the way in the Bama.
Hells yeah.
You ever been there?
No, the Bama?
Yeah, Alabama, homie.
Oh no.
No?
The South. The
Yeah.
South.
I had a famous football player from the Kansas City Chiefs drive all the way from Alabama, 32 hours with his girl to come and get tatted, bro.
Did he have that Alabama accent?
Yeah, he did. He wanted me to tell you, he was a big old dude, like some big old fucking
Yeah.
black football player, and he's like, hey, bro, can you take me on a tour? He wanted to go on a tour around East LA, and I was like, what? This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
This is when Facebook first dropped, I think, or was it MySpace still? I think it was Facebook, barely dropped.
Yeah.
Bro, and yeah, that shit was a trip. I didn't take him on no tour, but
Yeah.
I did that name for him. I'm like, where you going? He goes, oh, we headed back. We finna head back. And I'm like, what? Like, damn, you drove all the way over here, homie,
That's
for
wild.
some lips and a name. He goes, yeah, I fucks with my Mexicans, because my Mexicans know how to write.
But do you remember how he heard about you?
I don't even remember, bro. To be honest with you, I don't even remember how he heard about me. I don't remember.
Remember that one guy that was from like Oregon, I think? You gave him a few times to get tatted by you.
From Oregon. Oh, yeah. I've had a couple, yeah.
You've had it?
Yeah, the furthest, a girl flew from Alaska.
God damn.
Yeah, she flew from Alaska, bro. That was crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was dope, though. I mean, that it humbles you, man. Like, damn, people, like, appreciate you from all the way out there.
Bro, I would never live in Alaska. That shit is scary, bro.
Why? What's scary about it?
The moose.
The moose.
The moose grow as big as a truck.
Oh, for real?
As big as a truck. They're as tall as a fucking not like a regular pickup truck, like a fucking like those trash picker trucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how fucking tall they get.
Mm-hmm. So if a moose ran at you, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hope I could trip it before.
Oh man, you better run back at him.
Well, they say you gotta avoid them at all costs because not only are they quick, but those horns, their antlers, they just have a long reach, so it'll get you.
Okay. What's it? Do you have an animal that you're scared of, like an animal that you're just
Polar bear.
A polar bear?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I saw this one video on YouTube. I don't even know if it was on YouTube. It was somewhere where this one guy, I guess he was hunting a polar bear.
Uh-huh.
And he got close to one, but the polar bear got the jump on him and cleanly sliced off the front of his face.
I'm gonna get my lemon head.
Your what? Oh, okay.
My bad.
Hey.
I took my son to Hollywood Boulevard the other day, and they opened this candy store, and I was like, oh shoot, they had lemon heads right there. I haven't had a lemon head in a long time. Would you care for a lemon head?
I haven't had one in a long ass time.
You guys in the comment section, what's your favorite candy? I used to love lemon heads or Ciclets. Remember Ciclets?
No,
Or nah?
I remember
So you ain't
I
that
remember
old.
chiclets.
No, they had Ciclets.
Ciclets.
Yeah, they were these
Wait,
little.
are they the ones that come in the box?
No, bro, they were little. They were like little chocolate candy. There was a bunch of them, different colors, homie,
Nah.
and they came in a long ass packet.
You remember one that came in the box,
Want one?
though? Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah?
Do you remember one that came in the box?
Nah, which one?
They came like in a little ass box. It was
What's a candy that you can't? What's a candy that you love, and a candy that you can't stand?
Gummy worms.
Oh, you don't like gummy worms? Oh, hell no.
Because they get stuck to your teeth.
Oh
and,
man, they get stuck to you, homie.
Yeah, man. I don't like that.
You know which one that I can't stand is those little taffy candies. My grandma always had. You want a candy, mijo? You want a candy? And I would go and she had these little taffy candies. They're nasty, or candy corns.
Did it make you Laffy Taffy?
Or yeah, it made me Laffy Taffy. But yeah, oh, the wax candy sodas. Oh, I remember those. Yeah, I remember those. All right.
Wait, how did you eat those?
What?
Because you don't just.
Well, they have like the juice inside, bro.
So you
And then you chew on the wax, and the juice comes out of it.
You actually chew on the wax?
Yeah, but you spit the wax. You don't eat the wax. You know what was nasty to me? Those little those wax lips that they sold. Those are nasty, homie. I can't stand those ones. Yeah, the wax lips are gross.
You know.
Or you know what? The ones that came on the long paper, bro. Why are we talking about candy right now?
Because you brought them out, so it just, you just put it out there.
The ones that came, all those different colors of the little candies that came on that paper roll, and then you would eat the candy off the paper roll, but it would have pieces of paper, like so. You'd be eating paper too.
Isn't that a fruit roll up?
Nah, not a fruit roll up. You're a fruit roll up. But the paper, no, I'm just playing, bro. No, but that and licorice, I can't stand black licorice, homie. That is so nasty.
You know, one. I don't know if it's a candy or a snack, but you know, I love it for its cultural background.
Yeah.
I hate it because it just breaks apart when you fucking open it.
What?
You know those little circle things with the flower?
What circle things?
It's a circle thing, but it has a flower on it. But as soon as you open it, the whole thing starts breaking apart.
Nah, bro, I never heard of that.
Chad, if you know...
Yeah, what's he talking about? Denise Castillo says dots.
It's a brown, like...
Nicole Montano
like
says
flavor.
sweet tart. Oh, sweet tarts are bomb. I like sweet tarts. Those are bomb. Chocolate covered raisins. Oh, my grandpa used to get chocolate covered raisins, and he would put them in the popcorn at the movie theater.
Mazapan. There you go.
All right.
Mazapan. I don't know if you ever tried them.
You're talking about the little but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those were never like something to me, bro.
You see, look, Pelon can't stand it either.
Yeah, those are not like.
I'm like, oh, let me get into this.
I don't like those, bro.
I don't like that. It breaks apart.
Okay. All right, let's get into some of the topics. As you well know, many of you know, it's Cinco de Drinko today. So everybody getting all
as the güeros like to say it.
Yeah, all they're gonna wake up tomorrow all crudo, from the bar or wherever you're at. Nah, that's probably barbecuing at the pad. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves on this fine, beautiful day. But you want to touch on? I was gonna let NORBEEZ touch on Cinco de Mayo.
Yes. Well, it's a beautiful day. Today's the day where we tell the French of old a big finger to them because we dominated them when they tried to take over Mexico. It was an interesting time because at that time Benito Juarez was the president. And at that time, Mexico was I guess you could say they were in debt to the French, to the English, and to the Spaniards. And these three countries came together and came up with a plan to get the money from Mexico. That was the plan, according to these three countries, until the French decided, well, you know what? The money's good, but I'd rather take the country. So the French actually changed plans from what they had agreed with the English and the Spaniards. So the French decided they just wanted to take over Mexico and make it into a new hierarchy, a new...
Well, see,
kingdom.
The thing was, it was always to take over Mexico. That was the plan. People think about money and all this and that, but the money, the value of the dollar system meant nothing because it hadn't been embedded into the Mexica mind yet, or the Inca mind yet, or the Maya mind yet. The real resources in the land was all the minerals, bro. The minerals that were in the dirt, the minerals that were in the trees.
And they knew it.
Everything. They knew it, bro.
They knew it.
And they wanted to conquer.
They did. What they didn't, and you know,
and they hit a damn fucking wall, homie.
Now, I'm not too sure if this story was true, but apparently during that time there was an elite unit in Mexico that was known for being a very aggressive but powerful unit of the military.
Not the G unit.
Not those guys.
Okay.
But according to some story that one night when this unit camped out, elite unit from Oaxaca, camped out and waited for orders. Nobody told them that they were all sleeping around the armory. So while they were all sleeping one night, Now, this was the unit that were supposed to send out to Puebla to, handle shit. When that happened, the night before or a few nights before, they were all sleeping right there in this, I guess you would call it a fort. And the armory would be in the center. Gunpowder, bullets, everything. Somebody sneaked in and actually blew the thing up at the same time wiping out the whole unit. So because of that, that is one of the reasons why they had to use villagers. They had to use, regular people to fight this battle in Puebla. Because the unit that was intended to go there was actually, sabotaged. Somebody wiped them all out in one go.
So I got a serious question for you now that you threw that rant. What? And I got a question for all of you viewers right here watching, right? Every year, for years, since you were a little mijo, little mija, with your grandparents, you got taught all this stuff about Cinco de Mayo. You seen them celebrating at school. You would dress up in your little dresses. As you as a little mijo, you would dress up like in a nice little suit or however. And you did these Cinco de Mayo dances. You went to these parades, and you seen all the raza united, right, and celebrating Cinco de Mayo. But how have we really benefited from that? What have we learned from all these celebrations, all these celebrations, all this drinking, all this being with family, barbecuing, and having an asada, and what have we done? What have we done to help our community grow? What have we done other than celebrate and drink? What can you think of anything that we've done to help our communities grow?
I can.
Go for it.
And I would definitely put in, like everybody else would, the Chicano movement.
Okay.
That's probably the biggest movement that we've ever done as a group, as raza, as a people. We changed the laws in this country when this law made countries to.
But what I'm saying, bro, and I know that's a broad statement or a broad question that I asked right now. But I'm saying like, okay,
like right
we're gonna say the specific day, right? The specific day we celebrate this big old victory, right?
Yeah.
This big old victory. We didn't win a war.
No, we won a battle, not a war.
Okay. The war is still going on right now. People just don't know it yet. They talk about it like it's the past thing, and it's not. It's still going on right now.
Right.
This war is still going on right now.
Where you're going with that?
But what did we do on this day besides drink and have asada and call each other raza and how down we are for each other? What do we do on this day? There's months from now, the Brown Berets will have their marches, and the Chicano movement, there'll be an uprising in the school, and the curriculum that's given, we don't have a good enough curriculum.
Yeah.
We don't have everything, the computer lab. We don't have, like, for instance, my school, right? I went to Soledad School, Our Lady of Soledad, right? And right there in Lopez, Maravilla. Shout out to the homies from Lopez. And we didn't have a computer lab for the longest time, bro. We didn't have a computer lab, and they didn't have a kinder class.
Yeah.
And my grandfather actually built the computer room.
What?
Yeah, he built the computer room. And they would have bake sales and stuff like that to raise money to buy computers. And he built the kinder, and also the ramp that goes to for the disabled, the elderly to go on the side of the church. He built that too.
No, I believe you on that one.
That is crazy, and that's like, I look at it now. Back then, I was a kid. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate this is my grandpa working. Yeah. But now, as an older man now, I look at that. I'm like, wow, man, like that really benefited us, because when it was Friday and it was time for the computer room, and now we're able to get on the computer, which we didn't have for the longest time. Our books are old, outdated. The curriculum that they're giving us is outdated. We're way behind. Other schools in the Weddle areas they have the top of the line stuff, homie. They got bad computers. I remember we go on field trips to colleges and stuff, and we'd see like, man, they have like bad stuff. Well, what does East LA College have? East LA College, we didn't have nothing for the longest time. ELAC didn't have nothing, bro.
Nope.
Nothing. Garfield and Roosevelt would have games there, and stuff like that. But the field was all torn up. The bleachers, the bleachers are all torn up, bro. Yeah. What do we got?
Well, I'm glad you brought up those schools, because That's one of the most important stories from East LA, if you could say that. The story of Jaime Escalante, where you got a bunch of kids from East Los that, at that point, everybody in the West Side thought and believed that everybody on the East Side were just dumb Mexican people.
Yeah.
But Jaime Escalante, a computer, as far as I can take it, he was either a computer engineer or a computer software engineer. One of the two. He decided to, end his career by teaching high school students in East LA. I guess that was his way of giving back. Mm-hmm. And he worked with these kids that some of them were probably cholos, some of them were lazy, some of them were jocks, some of them were what you would say a bimbo girl. Mm-hmm. But he molded all these students to be some of the smartest students in LA, in the county, in the state, and even in the country.
But you know why though? Why? Because he pressed them. He built a relationship with them, bro.
That part.
He built a relationship. He knew how to communicate.
That part.
And the part of this whole misunderstanding, bro, today even with gangs, homie, is miscommunication. There's no communication, bro. You could go run into somebody. Say you're from a neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
You could go run into somebody right now, and that person's not gonna like you, for whatever reason. They're gonna hear, oh, he's from Oaxaca. He ain't a real Mexicano. Whoop-de-whoop, all this and that. But if I know that vato, and I say that, oh yeah, I know NORBEEZ, he's gonna treat you with respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just have to be. All it is an introduction.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It is.
And we're not right here listening to each other. The communication, it doesn't come with you talking all the time.
Yeah.
It comes with listening. These kids in that went to Garfield High School, and we're learning from this teacher, they just want to be heard. Our kids want to be heard.
Yeah.
You want to be heard. People in the comment section commenting right now, they want me to read their name and read what they wrote because they got something to say.
Yeah.
They're not being heard at home.
They
haven't been heard with their wives. They haven't been heard with their husbands. They're not listening to their kids. Their kids want to be heard. Everybody wants to be heard, bro.
Yeah.
And everybody's ignoring everybody.
You're right about that. And that's the bigger thing, the biggest challenge for us.
Yeah.
Hearing each other.
Yeah.
But it's hard because, everybody's got work. Everybody has their bills that they got to pay. They keep us so busy with making sure we pay our bills that it's hard for us to come together. Yeah, we get distracted.
Everybody was distracted the other night. I get a gang of messages. Oh, you're going to watch the Canelo fight? You're going to watch Why do I want to watch them dance around the ring? They're getting paid. Are you getting paid?
Yeah.
No. Are they going to watch you? Are they going to watch NORBEEZ, your podcast? Most likely not.
Yeah.
Are they going to watch mine? Most likely not.
Yeah.
Why do I want to see them dancing around? They're going to get paid millions and millions. Why are they getting paid millions? Because they're distracting the masses.
Distracting us.
They're distracting the masses, bro.
You're right.
The great Roman circus.
You're right. So many things were happening. I mean, even today, going into a little bit into the politics of the government right now, they try to pass a bill where they would put us in jail for 20 years if we spoke on that country in the Middle East that nobody likes. Mm-hmm. 20 years if you try to boycott that country. Mm-hmm. Or a $1 million fine. Mm-hmm. They try to pass a bill to punish people if they talked about that country. Mm-hmm. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's sickening. Speaking about a lot of bills that get passed, I can't show this. I'm gonna play something, bro, since you brought that up because I feel that it's really important. But let me show you this real quick. But this is a bill, bro, that is man. Let me look for my This is a bill that is being passed, and I'm sure you guys could hear it. I'm gonna play the audio for you, but this is real.
Shout out Malab.
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified, with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strength. Should event occur in urban areas, Jesus.
He said Jesus.
That's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified, body disposal actions shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your votes.
What the hell?
And these are things that are going on, bro, that the public doesn't know about, or at least Raza doesn't know about because
I
they're
didn't know
distracted.
about that.
Yeah.
Chad, what do you think classified is?
And they're putting this out there because they are the real terrorists.
Yeah.
They are the
yeah.
real terrorists,
Yeah,
bro.
that's true.
They're giving you dates. They're giving you times. They're giving you what's gonna happen, but they're using classified.
Bro, that guy even
You know
said
what I mean?
Jesus Christ. He said Jesus Christ.
This is Congress.
That's crazy that it made him say that.
And people don't have no understanding. They're right there at the voting stations voting for this and that and voting for Trump, and Trump is this, and don't wear a MAGA hat, and this and that, and everybody's so confused, bro.
Yeah.
Babylon, homie.
Yeah.
Babylon, that's what it means. Confusion.
Yeah. That's what's happening right now.
Everybody's running like scattered ants, homie. Scattered ants, bro.
That's crazy, man. That's fucking wild, dude.
Everybody's so worried about the Laker game, the Dodger game, who's fighting, and even with ourselves in our smaller barrios, we're worried about shit that doesn't even matter, homie. It doesn't matter.
Well, they came up with the perfect way to control the masses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're using the Roman method by having these games
Yeah.
distract us.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy that we at the end of the day we want them to hurt each other on the field.
Yeah.
We
It's us. It's us either jumping through hoops. It's us doing everything, bro. Killing each other. It's us doing all this, bro. For what? They're right there in their nice homes, mansions, underground. People think that the president lives in the White House. No, he doesn't. He doesn't live in the White House. He doesn't live there. What does that White House represent anyways? What is any White House ever represented during slavery?
damn
The big White House where the slave master stays.
pretty much.
Right?
Pretty much.
It's crazy, homie.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. Should we get to some of the
Man, that shit blew my mind. I'm like, where the fuck when did that happen? Shit. I hope they all voted nay. Shit.
Crazy. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
The world is a ghetto.
Hey, shout out war.
All right, let me see real quick. Let's get to some of the comments real quick. My bad.
Lonnie Jordan, the guy from War, they asked him, why do you name your band War?
Mm-hmm.
He said, because when we were forming the band, I mean, the big thing at that time was war. Vietnam was happening.
Mm-hmm.
All these other wars were happening. So we said, well, we might as well name ourselves War. So at least when people attach the word war, they could attach it to us also.
Mm-hmm.
And our style of music, because our style of music is about love and peace and harmony and brotherhood and unity.
Right.
So, one day when somebody looks up the word war, they'll find us, and maybe they won't think we're all killing each other.
Yeah. I'm gonna read through some of these comments, questions, and stuff. I'm gonna go everywhere around it, okay? I'm not going to read them in no particular order because I never get to all of them, or we never get to all of them. I'm going to read them this time because NORBEEZ has a hard time with his pronunciation sometimes, but it's all good, homie. We ain't tripping. So, West Monster says, how many calls will NORBEEZ drop today? Better not drop any, homie. Don't drop none, bro.
Let's put it on the live chat.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here's one from Jesse Martinez. Says, can you talk about Trump giving thousands of dollars or pesos to illegals who self-deport? Also about the new Alcatraz that is being built, or he has in the building, or what does he put? That he is building. Oh, and SpaceX becoming a city right here down in Brownsville, Texas. Lots of raza are pissed off. Thanks. Okay, so what do you think about that, bro? Did you hear about that?
About the $1,000 thing?
Yeah.
I mean, if technology wasn't as good as it was right now, I would have totally taken advantage of that.
What?
I would have taken advantage of that. I would have been like, yeah, this is my name, and I'm actually from here, and get my 1,000 and get my ticket to anywhere in Mexico.
Why, bro?
Because it's free.
What do you mean $1,000? That ain't nothing. What do you mean?
Then I come back.
And then you come back. And then what if you couldn't get back?
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Like, I could properly identify myself and come back in.
How are you going to identify yourself if you're already deporting yourself?
Well, that's
homie?
what I'm saying. If technology,
You're not going to be able to come back.
If technology wasn't so good, where you have facial recognition now, you have all this stuff that keep you on record. So as soon as you come back in, it's gonna pick you up. Oh, this guy can't come inside. But like back in the days, like in the 80s or the 70s, they didn't have that kind of technology. So you could easily say, yeah, I'm actually from here, so I'm self-deporting. Yeah. And they give you a ride down there.
You know what? I think it's sad for any of the raza that would take that off or not even take that off.
Well, I mean, now, yes.
But actually get deported, and they actually just grew up here since they were, kids, and they don't have no family over there. They don't know where to go. They got to go get a job with a telecommunications job because they speak English. Some of them don't even know Spanish. So, that sucks, bro, that's a whole nother environment. They thought they were struggling over here being from a gang and being incarcerated, but over there it's the dollar-based system is way lower, homie.
Oh yeah.
So what are they gonna do?
It is. It's a lot tougher. Well, back then it was a lot tougher because I recall like where my tribe is from in Oaxaca. That happened. They send some of the parents send their kids that were gang members there.
Oh, speaking of Oaxaca, we went hiking the other day. You want to tell them what happened? You want to tell them what happened?
You want to jump on that?
Hey, I want to talk about that.
Let me say my story first.
All right, go tell your story, homie, because we're gonna get into this.
And there's a difference between El Salvador and Oaxaca. In Oaxaca, when some of these parents send their kids that were gang members here, they send them over there. What they didn't know is that the pueblos over there, they practice their own laws. So
self-governed.
Yeah. So these three gang members thought that they could go and rob people there. So they robbed one person, and then they found out that they were trying to rob a store.
They're gonna get chopped up. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, when they found out, they hunted them down and they deleted all three of them, and nobody. That was just it. And the parents got told, "Well, you should have told them the rules. You're from here. If you do things like that, well, we have no problem deleting you." And that's how it is over there. That's why I'm like, fuck.
Blue Beetle says, "NORBEEZ from my tribe."
Zapotec.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So wait, let's get into this.
Oh, yeah. All right. You want me to say it? You want to say it?
Go ahead, bro.
All right. So Saturday, me and Marvelous had agreed to do would you say a vlog or?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Well, just like a short video on hiking. I wanted him to experience it. Take him to one of my spots.
Beautiful spot, by the way.
Yeah, Chantry Flats.
Yeah. So
beautiful.
So we drove up there. It was quite the drive. It was pretty up there.
That ain't a drive, homie. I got there.
No,
we got there.
Going up is just that's the swirling. What I didn't know was and what I think you didn't know either, that the parking was horrible.
There were so many people there. So many people. It was never like that before, bro. Never like that.
It was so bad. People were parking on the side of the mountains.
Yeah, all the way down the zigzag hill.
One truck even fell in the ditch.
One truck, was sticking straight up.
Yep.
His booty was straight up like NORBEEZ.
Hey. No, did he?
Get it.
So, all right. So we got up there. We're driving. So, obviously we didn't find any parking, so we just told each other, all right, let's find parking and then just meet back up here. So we did.
NORBEEZ was backing it up there.
Marvelous found some parking a lot closer than I did.
That's right. I always find parking, baby. And you know what? You got to be aggressive. If you guys are going to be waiting for everybody and, oh, you go ahead. Nah, be aggressive, man. For reals.
So I parked like, I don't know, maybe 2 miles down from the fucking top. So he had already parked a lot earlier than I had. So because I parked like 2 miles down and hiked it all the way up, Marlon was under the impression that I already left.
Yeah, I thought he left, man. So we ended up just walking down the trail. I had my little boy, and my son acted like he knew where he was going already, man.
Really?
He just walked ahead of me, and he was going all the way, leading me all the way.
You probably heard the water.
Yeah, nah, he didn't. I mean, I don't know. No, I don't think so. From where we're at in the beginning, at the top, you can't hear the water from where
Nah,
that
I
dirt.
think you could kind of hear it.
Can it? Oh, okay. But yeah, he led the way. And then on the way back,
On the way for you going back up.
on the way back, then halfway point, we run into NORBEEZ.
I found like, oh shit.
All taking pictures naked under a waterfall right there. All trying to be a apocalypto.
I was filming because I told myself, okay, well, I was under the impression, oh, maybe he left because they couldn't find parking either because I couldn't find their car. And then again, I wasn't really looking going up the hill. I was just focusing on making it up there. Mm-hmm. So I totally missed their car and I didn't see that they had already parked. So I waited up there for like maybe, I want to say about an hour. And this is how much they were ahead of me. And then I just said, you know what? They might have left. If they would have parked a lot further than me, they would have already made it by now. So I already figured, oh, he probably left also. So I'm like, you know what? Let me not make a waste of this, and let me just record some shit up while I'm up here. And I did. And the lucky part is that you chose the wrong trail.
I did. I went down the wrong trail, bro.
Yeah. Had he not gone on the trail that he got, I would have totally missed him.
Yeah.
And we would have missed each other completely. But thankfully, we saw each other, and I was pretty happy because he looked super tired.
Yeah, I was. So I'm climbing uphill, and then I gotta help my son. He's little.
Yeah.
And I gotta help him up the rocks and make sure he don't fall. And but anyways, it was fun. It was all good.
It was cool. It was good. It was a beautiful place. If you guys haven't gone up there, get there super early.
Yeah, you guys got to get there about 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 in the morning.
Now I'm not too sure. Are you supposed to buy a parking pass if you park at the parking lot?
You could, I think. I don't know how it's changed, bro. Before you didn't have to do none of that.
Yeah.
You could just park right there, bro. But I guess so many people started going now that I don't know. It's crazy, man. There's a gang of people. I didn't even know that there was that many people. And then what's crazy is that when it splits off into it forks off, bro. The beginning one is the one you should have took.
Yeah.
But the one I took, it splits off even into 2 more directions.
Bro, but the one you should have taken, that one was a lot steeper.
Yeah. That one is steeper, and you're looking literally down at the edge, hundreds of feet down, bro.
I saw it, and I was like, it goes straight down.
Don't be scared.
I'm like, nah, it's the part going back up.
Mr. Oaxaca right here. You're supposed to be used to all that, homie.
If I was there, yeah.
Man.
I grew up in L.A.
Look at NORBEEZ all whitewashed.
But you know what?
Get out of here, all scared.
It's in me because while I was in high school, my normal hike was going from the bottom of the Hollywood sign all the way up and all the way to the back. Mm-hmm. If anybody's ever gone to that hike of the Hollywood sign and going all the way to the back, they're going to know that it's a bitch going up there. Getting to in front of it is cool. You can make it. It's not too bad. But going to behind it is nothing but a steep ass fucking hill.
Okay. I don't think I ever hiked that trail at all.
It's like a 90-degree angle going up.
Crazy.
Your cats will be crying by the end.
Well, we'll be shooting a video soon, so
Definitely.
we'll bring it to you guys, and we'll take the right trail this time.
Yeah.
Let me get you another comment real quick. Rising Warrior says, talk about how individuals can make positive changes in their lives. Okay, so let me say it like this, and I'm gonna ask you too, NORBEEZ.
Yeah.
A positive change. So that would depend on what you're going through, bro. That would depend on or girls. That would depend on what you're going through. So a positive change can mean anything. It could mean, if you're in a bad relationship, if you're in a toxic relationship, right? Of course, you got to make a positive change and cut a toxic person off, right? If you're going through any sort of substance abuse, it's all about occupying your time for the better, right? And that comes with people's energy as well, right? Somebody hit me up on Instagram, and they were going through a breakup and just all kinds of stuff in their family recently. And they hit me up, hey, Marvelous, you have any advice? I'm young, this and that. And, my girlfriend, I just broke up with my girlfriend, and I guess they don't talk to their family, and whoop-de-whoop. And they just started opening up about all this stuff, right? And it's a really broad question to ask somebody, because then you have to get into what are they going through. And I'm no therapist, I'm just speaking from experience on what I've been through with my family, what I've been through in relationships, and even what I've gone through recently, so that's the only advice. Everybody's going to give you different opinions. Everybody's going to think they have the best advice for you. And the ones that are the first ones to give you advice are the most toxic people, so you got to be aware for people's advice that you take, because everybody's going to have their opinions. And most of the people that want to give you advice are some of the most toxic people, man. The most toxic people. And those are the ones, like, say, for instance, a relationship. They're going to tell you, oh, you don't need that dude. You could find another dude. Or let's go out. Or this, and that's the last thing you need to do. You don't need to jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. All you're doing is satisfying your lust and your loneliness. That's it. You're lonely. You don't talk to your partner. You guys got nothing in common. What are you doing other than having sex and spending time together? Excuse my language. But what are you doing? All you're doing is wasting years and years, because you're gonna become. It's gonna become a habit. We'll just say that it's gonna become another habit that you're gonna fall into, another trap, and you're gonna waste more of your years, and you're not gonna be happy. That person's gonna leave you, or you're gonna leave them, or even worse things happen. Where one of you might not even be here anymore because the circumstances get that toxic that you end up hurting each other. You know what I mean? But in other stuff, it's just about cutting anything that brings you that vibration or aggravation or just irritation. You gotta cut it out. You can't let that through your door. You gotta picture your home as part of your body. This is your body right here, and anything you let into your body that's foreign, that isn't supposed to be there, is gonna create a tumor. It's gonna be toxic for your body. It's gonna be toxic to your spirit. It's gonna make you self-doubt, self-hate, and self-destruct. So you gotta cut anything and everything that isn't bringing good vibrations to you. The first thing you hear in the morning should be love. The first thing you see in the morning should be somebody you love or that loves you. That's the first thing. Not, hey, fool, guess who got busted? Hey, fool, are we going to the swap meet this weekend? Hey, fool, we're going to party with those fools? Hey, fool, are we going to party with those hyenas? Like, that should be the last of your worries. The phone calls that you should be getting is, hey, homie, how are we going to build? How much money are we going to make today? What are we going to learn about today? What do you feed? We're feeding off each other's energy, right? And if you got one positive person and one negative person, that they're not compatible. They're not. One of them's gonna drain the other, and most likely it's gonna be the toxic person draining the positivity of the other one. So you got to just cut it out. Even family members, you can love them all you want, but nobody says I have to love you while you're staring at me in the face. I'll pray for you. You stay over there. I love you. Stay over there. Until you find yourself and get right, you shouldn't be out here searching for anybody. You don't have the map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it, Norbs. My bad, homie.
I know, that was good, man. That was good.
That was it?
No.
Go for it, homie.
I'm going to take a page out of your book, Marvelous. And as far as, making a positive change, it starts with your voice. It really starts with your voice.
Love that.
I mean, you said it yourself. I mean, with the experiment with the water and the rice, right?
You remember?
Yeah, the words that come out of your mouth affect your environment, affect the vibrations that you put out. Like you said, when you say positive things, the first things that come out of your mouth in the morning have to be positive. You push out positive words that are positive vibrations. and you make your reality into that positivity. And all of you guys have that power to just put that out there, but you got to choose it. Some people got to choose it because some people feel like they deserve to be punished. Some people believe that they deserve a miserable life. But you don't. You don't. You could change it.
Yep.
And it starts by practicing the words you say throughout your life. If you keep saying, nah, I'm dumb. Well, you're telling, you're
manifesting.
You're manifesting. You're telling your inside, your brain, your heart that you're dumb, and it's gonna believe it. It's gonna make that into your reality. But if you keep saying, you know what, I'm a good person. I do the best I can. I support as much as I can. I love the people that are around me, and I'm gonna keep loving them. You know, you push those positive words, and you manifest those things.
Yeah.
And in your mind and your brain starts saying that. And once you go to that path, you go to, you know what? I want to be successful in life. I want to succeed. I want to learn.
But not even that I want to be. Say that you are going to be. I am. Like, just like you say, oh, I'm sick, or I'm this and that, or this is going to happen. You're manifesting. So you gotta speak these good things into your life too.
Yeah, like people that believe that they're ugly. They keep saying, nah, but I'm ugly. I'm not good looking. You need to stop saying that.
Yeah.
Because if you keep saying that, you make that into your reality. And when you make that into your reality, people are going to see your reality. The reality you create for yourself is what people are going to see. So when you keep saying you're an ugly person, you're not good looking, then that's what people are going to see.
Right. Facts.
Because you believe it to be true, and that makes it a reality. If you change that whole method of thinking and saying, all these things go together to create a positive life.
Yeah,
reality.
Bro. Facts. Okay, another one is Midnighter 1212 says, how do you wash your Pendletons without them shrinking and getting damaged? Well,
that's all you.
All the good clothes, such as Levi's, you don't ever wash your Levi's. You don't ever wash your Pendletons. You don't ever wash your jackets. You take them to the cleaners to have them steam cleaned. Don't ever wash them. Another thing is a lot of people like to take their stuff to the cleaners and have them crease them for you. But I grew up old school, right? My grandpa had his own cleaners at one point in his life. And my dad and my uncle Pajaro, they used to have they always had their stuff creased up, bro. They were always fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Man. And I believe this is for my grandpa, taught me that creasing or ironing is a personal thing.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing, and you take time and you make it classy. You're the person that's gonna make your outfit classy, right?
Yeah.
A lot, like you could go shopping. This happened to me a lot of times where I've gone to go. When I go shopping, I don't go buy a pair of shoes, or I don't go buy a Pendleton, or just a pair of. I don't just go shopping for Levi's. When I shop, I see an outfit. I'm looking at an outfit. Whether it's shoes right there, I know what Levi's I'm gonna put with it. I know what Pendleton I'm gonna wear or what shirt I'm gonna wear. I'm buying the whole outfit, or I have something it's gonna be an outfit, bro,
yeah.
or a couple of outfits.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not just gonna go buy shoes and then have to find something to match with it, or mismatch like NORBEEZ right here.
Hey.
No, I'm just playing. You're wearing a burgundy hat, homie, with baby blue Chicano, black and white shirt, and blue pants with some hiking boots, homie.
Shout out to Chicano brand.
Get it together. Shout out to Chicano brand. But I'm just clowning. But for reals, you gotta be one with your clothing, man. You gotta be one with your clothing. You know, you put the creases in your pants. If you don't know how, just ask, homie. Just ask somebody. You put the baby cuffs in your pants. If you don't know how, just ask, homie. You wear Pendleton. You crease your Pendleton. You iron your Pendleton. You make it classy, and then you wear your outfit and you make that outfit. Don't let the outfit wear you. You make it happen. Your frequency, your vibration is gonna make that shit pop. You know, along with your character, the way you present yourself, all that. Because you could look fly all day, but once you start talking, all that's gonna disappear. Just like a girl. A pretty girl could have a bomb ass body. She could look pretty as heck, but once she opens her mouth, all that can go to trash. It could go out the window, and you know that's who you need to stay away from. So you wear your outfit, take it to the cleaners, have it steam cleaned. Do not wash it. You know, you're going to damage it. Have it cleaned right.
So as soon as she says, "What up, my boy?" it all goes down the drain.
I just can't. That it aggravates me, bro. That aggravates me when I hear a woman talk like that. You know.
Hey, wait, okay. Let me ask you this.
And
though.
I don't mean no disrespect, but it's you know, like it bugs me. You know.
Sticking to that same topic of the clothes, is there a brand of starch, and how much starch do you use?
You know what? Back in the day, we used to use starch. I mean, if you didn't have starch, I've ran out many a times of starch, bro. I always had like 6 or 7 cans of starch, the yellow cap, right? I always had that. If I didn't have starch, I would use Aquanet, believe it or not, bro.
Aquanet.
And I never spray. You never spray the outside of your pants. You're gonna create a shine. What I would do is I would spray the inside of my Levi's.
Is that with both of them or the Aquafresh?
Huh?
Is that for Aquafresh?
I mean the Aquanet. Aquanet. The Aquanet hairspray. That was back in the day though. Like if you ran out of starch, homie, you would use Aquanet. Some vatos would even use glue. They would get Elmer's glue. And they would rub it on the. I know homies that did it, and I know a lot of other vatos from other vatos. I'm not gonna throw their neighborhood out there, but they would crease their pants. They would crease it and sew it, homie. And it was a sewn crease, and that shit was like hell nah, homie. Like that shit looks chafa. Like you don't dress like that. You don't ever crease your sew your crease, homie. You don't ever
That's a
do that.
forever crease.
Yeah, but another thing, you always use a paño. Never use your iron. We should do a video on that. People have been asking me.
No direct contact.
Yeah, no direct contact with your Levi's or your Pendleton. No direct contact. You always have a paño. You always have a paño with you. A rag, right? Always use that. So anyways, what we would do if you didn't have no starch, you would use Aquanet, spray the inside of your Levi's, and then find your crease and crease it up, you know, so you don't create that shine. But yeah, that's what we do.
All right. Good. There you go. I hope that answered that question.
But have you ever creased up your pants, NORBEEZ?
When I was in high school, I did do that before. But I did with my Dockers, with my Dickies, with my Solos, with my Ben Davis. I never did it on my jeans though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never did it on the jeans.
Okay. Wait, let me get to one of these questions real quick. Tessa Kutukaka says, man, I can't even pronounce that word, homie. Talk about the shootout in Glendale, Arizona, at a bunch of lowriders were there. Did you hear about that?
No,
I didn't hear about that either, bro. I haven't heard about that. My bad, homie. I haven't heard about that one. My apologies. I apologize for that one.
Well, I know. I think I heard something between a shootout between. I don't know if this. I think there's a story. But no, never mind. Actually, no. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, I know there was a story between 2 motorcycle gangs.
Uh-huh.
And there was a shootout, but I don't know the exact details about it.
Okay, this one says, he no here says, talk about Dr. Jacobo Greenberg and his contributions to studying altered states of consciousness. He disappeared under mysterious circumstances. You know what? I don't know who that is, bro. Or I haven't seen videos on him yet. I apologize for that one too. I don't want to make up some story about the dude. Yeah. But to speak on the altered states of consciousness, we could talk about that. Do you know anything about that, bro?
Oh yeah, I love it. Everybody should do it.
All right.
Everybody of age
should do what? Mind should do what, bro?
Should do one of those.
One of what?
All those.
What are we talking about?
What were you talking about just now?
Altered states of culture of consciousness.
Yeah, altered state of consciousness.
Okay, how would your consciousness be altered? And is it only about what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think if you take a certain things, you could alter your consciousness in a way where you either would see things differently, or you would delve deeper into.
So certain substances, right? That's what you're talking about?
I wouldn't say substance. I would say.
Well, I mean, it would be a substance. Okay, we'll just say a mineral. A mineral from the ground?
A fungi.
Okay.
An herb.
Okay, fungi.
A fungi, an herb.
Okay. Would you say fungi?
Fungi.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. So there's different ways of altering your mind, though, bro.
Yeah, there is.
Frequency can alter your mind. It can make you astral project.
I've tried that before, and
Tried what?
the frequency stuff
Where?
at home
How?
by myself.
How, bro?
By
Explain this because I need to hear this. You guys hear this? What NORBEEZ's saying right now? He's tried this at home.
the method
frequency,
the
bro.
method I found was that you would just focus on a certain frequency, that you would hear it.
And where did you
just
tap
focus
into that
it.
frequency?
Well, like I said, I tried it and I never really did it.
Where did you hear the frequency, NORBEEZ? I'm calling you out, homie, on this.
YouTube.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. So YouTube, for those that want to know, YouTube does not offer the real frequency. They are not going to offer, like if you want to type in healing frequency, 111, say for instance, right? A healing frequency.
I've been bamboozled in.
You've been bamboozled.
Damn.
They're not going to give you the real frequency of what you should be hearing, right? The real frequencies that you should be hearing are really from metals out here, from frequencies out here in nature. Those are real healing frequencies from the real bells that were created and taken away. There's a reason why they took all the bells out of the cathedrals, right? The big churches. You notice that they're all gone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are healing frequencies. Those are real frequencies. The ones that this phone is offering you, that the TV's offering you, those aren't real frequencies. They are not going to give that to you. And people that you're just tricking yourself. You're tricking yourself. That's not.
What about that metal thing? The thing with the like a tongue, kind of.
Oh yeah.
You cling.
Yeah. Those are real frequencies, bro.
Okay.
Those are coming from real metal objects.
All right.
So, but this, like to tap into a real, you're not going to tap into a real frequency.
Now, do you think that Ong, I think it's called Ong,
Mm-hmm.
The Egyptian thing? Supposedly they said that was a type of
The Ankh.
The Ankh, and that was a type of metal that would put out a frequency also. Do you believe that might be true?
There's so many made up stories, bro.
What do you think about that?
You know what? I don't believe, just like I don't believe in all those the big ass coil systems under the pyramids. I don't believe that.
Okay.
Those are there's lakes of mercury right there. There's not big going hundreds of miles underneath the pyramids. Hell no.
No.
I just don't believe it. You want to it's already 8:47. You want to get to some calls or what?
Yeah, let's get to some calls.
My bad. I apologize.
Hey, shout out to the live chat also.
Yeah, shout out to the live chat. Appreciate you guys, man.
You guys are roasting me tonight. You guys are on it.
My bad.
Come on, my feelings are almost getting hurt.
Your feelings. Feelings.
Let me connect.
Go for it. Hopefully NORBEEZ don't drop no calls today.
I got a poll up right now. What do you think about that?
You know what? I don't believe, just like I don't believe in all those the big ass coil systems under the pyramids. Oh, there's a poll. Oh, go for it. Read that poll.
Hold on.
It says, how many calls will NORBEEZ drop? 1, 3, or 6? 7% said 1. 21% said 3. 17. Oh, it says okay. You're at overall. It's like minimum right there.
Damn. All right. Well, it's looking good then. It's looking good.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the
number's up. It says 55%. Oh, that's bad. That means
all calls. Oh shoot, I didn't read that. I didn't even read that one. I'm only reading the 1, 3, and 6. I didn't even read the all. Dang, they got you at all, homie.
Hey, shout out to the ones that said 3, and much love to the ones that said 1.
That's funny.
That's 7% right there.
All right, the number's up. Is that the number?
Yeah, number's
up. Is that the right number? We didn't even test call.
That is the right number. As far as I know, that is the correct
All right, try
number.
calling that number. Let us know if it's working. I mean, obviously, if it's working, you're gonna get through. But if you hear just the dial tone or whatever, let us know.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
And if you want to stay anonymous, you can.
There you go.
I can't hear him.
Caller. Can you hear us? He's there.
What's up? What's good with it?
Good. Can you speak a little bit louder for us?
Yeah. What's up, brother?
What up, man?
What's going on?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can hear you. You want to turn it up a little bit on my mic? My bad, bro. There you go. Go for it, bro. The platform is yours. Do you have any comments, questions, or anything you want to add about tonight's show?
Man, I love what you guys speak about all the time, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Look, everything's good. I'm calling from out here from Pasadena.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Dope.
Shout out
and
Pasadena.
then there you go, brother. That's all good, man.
Hey, you guys have the oldest
Well-
Mexican restaurant in LA, right? Or in this area?
Which one is that?
I don't know, but I remember hearing that Pasadena has the oldest Mexican restaurant in Southern California.
I don't know about that. I mean, you know, I've been here with my parents. They're about to have since 1990, but you know,
Oh wow! All right.
I always, yeah. I mean, I hear you guys, 28, and everybody talking about the hat. You know, that's right here down the street where I live. You know, I'm off our Lake Street. You know.
Mm. All
But
right.
you know, it's all good. Don't worry, man. Yeah. Whenever you guys want to, you know, come by up here, and if you guys want to get some good food, I'll get the hat and.
Hell yeah! Shout out to the
It's some
hat.
good shit up here.
I love the hat.
Yeah, man.
Always like me.
Yeah,
a
no.
question.
Yeah, exactly. No, I like what you guys speak about. You know, marvelous. I've been. It's been. I always listen to you guys' podcast, and I just want to say, like, you know, man, it's tough. You know, being like a parent, and you know, trying to raise your kids. And at the end of the day, it's like, you know what, man, we're trying to survive and try to make sure, like, we raise these kids right.
Right.
But it's one of those things where, like, you know, it's the social media just
Yep.
it's tough, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, I have two kids, two daughters, one's 25-year-old son, and my daughter's ready to go to college. She's 17, and my
Hell yeah.
other ones are younger. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know what, man, we gotta keep going for these kids, and it's tough. But I like you guys' message, you know, especially marvelous. You know, no matter what, you know, I know you know people criticize you. And they're trying to, you know, say whatever, but at the end of the day, like, nobody can say anything because nobody's perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for your words,
Yeah,
homie. I appreciate you. God bless you and your family, homie. Thank you so
Definitely.
much, homie, for calling, bro.
Hells yeah! Thank you, man.
All right, brother, man. I love the show, and I always stay tuned and everything, but, you know, I'm gonna keep listening, and hopefully you guys keep going and stuff. You know, I love Tony A. I you know, always listen to his show too as well.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
And then NORBEEZ, you know, you're a good guy, you know. And
Thank you.
like, no matter what, keep it going, you know. Like,
Yes,
you
sir.
know, I know right now all this shit with Trump and all this bullshit. You know, it's like, man, I don't understand. Like, but at the end of the day, it's like, politics, you got to push it to the side.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we got to do for what we got to do for ourselves because,
That's right.
you know, at the end of that's all that matters, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, man.
I appreciate you, homie. You have a good night, bro.
Have a
My
good
respects to you, homie.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
You too, brother.
Gracias.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
All right. Great caller. Appreciate the love, man.
Pasadena.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from tonight?
Evil Side, Los Angeles.
Hey.
Evil side in the house. What's up, bro? You can say your name
¿Qué onda?
or you can stay anonymous, homie. But what are your comments, thoughts, or anything you want to say, homie? The platform's yours, dog.
I'm Ruben. I go by Ruben from the Atlantic side, bro. Just know that.
That's right.
Hey, what's up, NORBEEZ? Hey, NORBEEZ. Shout out to Originals. I like that shirt, bro.
Hey, yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to Originals. They got some good weed.
How come you didn't give me a shirt?
You smoke? Do you smoke?
I do. I used to, but lately, for the last year, I've been so busy. I have not gotten a chance to go to a dispensary. And
Man, you ain't a real smoker. Then quit it, homie.
I work so much.
Exactly. That shirt went on, and that's like that's my go-to shop. That's like one of the best shops.
It is. It really is.
Where is that at?
They have several shops. They have one like, I think one of them is in by
Isn't it like in South Central?
Yeah, it's in South Central. Then they have another shop in San Diego.
Damn, you do smoke, huh? I never knew that, NORBEEZ.
Yeah, bro.
What other secrets you have, Ese?
What?
Yeah, they got the best Yesca fool. They got the best Yesca, bro.
That's right.
Fire.
That's right.
Hey, I know that Steezy spot when I did blaze it. That Steezy spot is not trash, man. I didn't like none of that crap.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, fool, did you ever smoke fucking Primos? Marvelous?
Yeah, back in the day, I used to do all that Lovelies, primes all the time. You got to roll like 7 primes or 9 primes with me, man. But yeah, that was back when in my early days, 17, 18, 19.
And that was a pure, huh? That we had that pure back in the day. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Hollywood, so I only smoked Chronic.
Oh, they had Chronic back there?
That's
Hey,
all,
remember
just
Pretendo?
Nope.
Oh, how old are you, man? I gotta know your age, man.
I remember it, but that was just very low grade weed for us.
Hey, what about the Arizona strain?
I never tried that.
I don't know about that.
Remember that shit used to come like kind of like when you used to pick up, that shit kind of be like that's how it came off a break.
Fuck. No,
Damn.
I don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
Like when you used to buy the Yes car, like that shit would be like fucking like because you could tell it came off a break, fool, and that's how you know that it was like.
Yeah.
Nah, for me, they were still in baggies. They weren't
Hey,
in the...
I want to say a fairly too, fool.
Wait, which one?
I want to say a fairly, wait. The main way, like...
What? I couldn't hear.
2006.
Oh, you used to...
2006. Oh. You did?
Yeah, I want to say a fairly, the school he was talking about earlier.
Oh, Chisea.
Oh.
Oh, that's when you went to...
But it was called Sale Fairly, wait. It was called Sale Fairly.
Oh, they changed the name? What year did you go?
Like 2006.
2006. Was there a dude named Eddie? He was a teacher there, or Gloria?
How do you live, huh?
Gloria was a short, like older woman, homie. She was like one of the main teachers in the office. She wasn't a teacher, but she was like a district something. I remember.
Okay, and then, wait. I just knew some fool named Robles, and then the main guy Alvarado. I don't know if you knew. Alvarado.
Oh, he came after when I was there. I was there in the 90s, bro.
But
Yeah.
That fool, I think he wasn't a teacher, but he was like a security fool. Like he was like some shit like that, right?
Oh yeah, we didn't have no security back then.
Hey, but that shit was active. Hey, but like I mean, at that time, bro. I mean, there was nothing but Southsiders right there at the school.
Oh, for reals? Yeah, when I went, there was no Southsiders.
And then one day, I'm gonna tell you just a quick story, fool. Like a quick story.
Go ahead.
One day, some homie from Lopez rolled up, and it was like his first day, bro. And everybody heard he was from Lopez, and damn, everybody was clowning on him, bro. Like
that's crazy.
They were clowning on the way, like they found out, and when the teachers, you know, like it's like doing lunch, and everybody will be saying. Fucking dissing them, you know, dissing. I don't want to say their name, but
yeah,
you know, they'll be dissing them.
Our rival.
One day I forgot.
Go ahead.
And that fool got fed up, and then one day that fool called everybody out, bro. And that fool ran face back to back with like 3 fools. Like it was one homie from Breed, and one homie from Dog Pound, and another fool from I think that fool was from. I forgot. I forgot that. It was like 3 different Southside neighborhoods, and that's why I'm back to back face from like 3 in a row.
Yeah. When we went in the 90s, homie, there was no Southsiders there. The vatos that we standing in line for court, because there was a line for court right across the street. They would even be trying to duck and hide up the side or wait till the last minute to go into the court because we'd be deep outside.
But trip on this. When school that same day when it was after when the school ended and everybody left, it was at the school. That fools are in the corner, fool, like 6, 7, like almost 8 deep.
Yeah, crazy.
With the homies from Lopez. And then anybody they rushed whoever was like they hit up everyone, and they were like, what the fuck? And then it was a mean this smile. They feel like they jumped like 2 or 3 fools because the fools from Breed. They used to, I think they used to get, because you know if you're a gang member they used to take you home, fool.
Yeah.
Just to avoid the problems. Like all the fools that were part of the they're Southsiders.
Yeah.
They'll take them home themselves. Like they had that little program. Like they had like a couple vans.
Yeah.
So if you're like from a south side, because they knew the area, bro, they're not done with. But there was one homie that was from Chacas.
Yeah. Hey,
My bad,
no, it's all right. I gotta get to the next call, but hey, I appreciate you calling in, homie. My respects to you. I hope you're safe out there, Dre. Thank you for calling, homie. Appreciate it. We're gonna make that whole conversation about Saya.
Hey.
All right. Yeah. Next caller. If you guys have a question or a story, anything, let's just talk about that one thing.
There you go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from tonight?
Yo, we're calling from the Harbor area.
Ah, shit. Shout out to the Harbor area.
Harbor area.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you, big dog.
Go for it.
Hey, do you believe that when somebody hits you up or tries to fuck with you or even hit you, do you protect yourself?
Yeah, mandatory. Yeah.
What if they even got it on live stream on video? Even worse, huh?
If they bang on you, no, that's all that people are doing now these days. Like the youngsters, they go. Did he drop the call?
No, he's still there.
Nah, what I want to ask you is that fool right there pulled up on another streamer and got cracked. No, like
he's talking about me. He's talking about when I got sucker punched.
Why do you make videos with a fool that got hit and don't protect himself? Huh?
Hey.
Oh, they're bringing up your situation?
Yeah, when I got sucker punched.
Yeah, like why do you kick it with a fool like that? You know, you're supposed to be righteous. You're supposed to be solid.
So let me answer your question then. Okay, so that situation, you're bringing it up, so people don't think that Marla's just talking about it, right? Okay, NORBEEZ ain't a gang member, first of all. Okay. NORBEEZ had
you don't gotta be a gang member.
Let me answer you though. Let me answer you though. Let me answer you. I'm gonna give you you wanted my opinion, bro. With all respect, I'm gonna give it to you.
No.
So
yeah.
The vato that did that ain't no bigger or better than anything. I'm not saying that Norbs shouldn't defend himself or whatever, but he did get sucker punched on camera. That did happen. He went over there for that conversation and had been invited over there several times for a conversation. Mm-hmm. So when he went out of there,
he went to talk.
So yeah, he went to talk over there.
Yep.
And when he went up to the dude goes, "Oh yeah, we could boom like that, sucker punch, right? Boom, right?" But the vato that did it ain't no better. It's like me going and I'm gonna go beat up Blue and I'm gonna go beat up Blue Devil. I'm not gonna get no recognition for the homies for that. There's no point to that. This fool's already demolished himself on camera. He ain't a gang member. The dude that sucker punched NORBEEZ right here, he ducked whack 3 times. Whack went to his pad 3 different times. On one of the doorbell cameras, you could hear his wife telling him, "Shh, baby, he's gonna hear you." That he was home. Once denied that he was home.
Saying that your homie,
real quick. My bad, homie. The other thing is he ducked another person. The other one is me at the car show when I told him let's go outside, and then he ran to the internet and said that he called me out when it didn't happen. I had my daughter with me, my little baby, which I shouldn't have done that, bro. You know, I had my daughter with me, but the vato came taking a picture of me with his homies. You know, I didn't go looking. I didn't even know he was there. So he ducked 3 people, pepper sprayed an older gentleman. I'm not gonna say his name, but another homie.
Who is this fool? He's just streaming too, huh?
Yeah, he pepper sprayed him. The vato was going through chemotherapy, you know, and jumped him, bro. Not even by him. He had 2 other people when he was jumping him. That sucks, you know. But you're gonna go fight a guy that's not a gang member that went over there to go talk. Now I could see if NORBEEZ went over there to go fight, you know, then that's another reason. Then you're a weenie, this and that, whatever. But if you get sucker punched and you got no chance to do nothing, and then the vato goes inside and closes the door, then fine, whatever. It is what it is what it is.
Orderly, because from what we've seen, that fool went tripping like, "Hey, what's up?" on video trying to act hard and got hit and didn't do shit.
No. He went over there. He live streamed.
You're saying it's cool because your homie. You're saying it's cool because your homie's a square and he went for a conversation and he got hit. But it's like if you pull up to somebody's pad or somebody's place uninvited, even if they invited you prior, it's like you're asking for it. Dog. Like, you know, what you doing knocking on my door, dog, you know? But I don't know. I trip out of how you how a fool like you makes videos with a, let's say, a square like that fool, like.
But
for what, you know?
but see, that's what it doesn't matter, homie. I got homies that are, I don't even want to say what they do.
Yeah.
But they're with me all the time. I got homies that are squares all the time. I got casual friends. I got black friends. I got black gang member friends.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know. I got the wrong impression. You know, I feel like I used to watch this shit with Tony A. You know, that fool was solid. Like shit like that. You know, you could be making better shit. Though.
But see, but what's better to you in your eyes at this time, bro? What? And this is perfect conversation. I love this. What would be better?
Someone speaking with morals, dog. Somebody speaking with. That's righteous, dog. Like, how are you gonna?
So I should surround myself with killers all the time.
You don't gotta be a killer to not be a fucking hyena, dog, and a leva.
But NORBEEZ isn't a hyena or a leva.
Oh, okay. From the video, then it's just painting a different picture.
That's from your perspective.
Yeah.
Like I could ask you the same thing, homie. I don't know nothing about you. You probably don't have a podcast or nothing about you, right? But do you got casual friends?
Oh yeah, I got square homies and primos. But guess what? Hey, we grew up in the hood, dog. You get hit, dog. You hit back, dog. You know.
Well, you know what? Hey, if you get sucker punch and you manage to react quicker,
hey, so what
good
happened?
much love to you.
And you couldn't get back up.
No, he didn't knock me out.
What happened is the Vato. Wait, what happened? My bad, NORBEEZ. What happened is the Vato chose to fight someone that wasn't up to what his standards is. He's saying that he is a gang member. I'm from North Hollywood, whoop-de-whoop, and all this and that. But you're not gonna fight a real gang member. You're gonna go pick on my camera guy. Like, come on, homie. He went over there to talk. Like I called you out. Actually,
I get what you mean though. He gets no points for that. I get it 100%. I don't know. You know, maybe the video was edited or something. You know.
No, it's just that you're not gonna always be with somebody. You're not gonna.
No. He's talking about the video that American Chola posted on his Instagram.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I seen the Instagram video. And it was like, damn, that's when we asked you for it and got it and didn't do shit.
He edited it where it was only showing me getting up from the ground.
Oh, I don't know.
So he made it look like he knocked me out.
I didn't see
I don't know. So maybe I got the wrong impression too. But I just trip out how because you got some fire shit, my boy. You know, but
oh no, I mean,
like, why
look, you want proof of how it went? Go look at Blue Dildo's episode with Boo Boo, his co-host. You listen to his co-host words when he talks about me.
I don't know any of those YouTubers, dog. I just used to watch the fool named Tony A and this fool right here.
Yeah, okay, he has a co-host that went on Blue Dildo's show to talk about me, about that situation.
Oh, right.
And his co-host said himself, when he saw me in that situation, he was impressed. And those were his words. He was very surprised about my actions. And that's not me saying it. That's his co-host saying that he was impressed by how I actually took it.
Well, here's for the caller. I respect this conversation for real. So thank you for you being so blunt. I like that, homie. Yeah. My respects to you. But the reality,
it was just a question.
No, it's cool. It's speed, man.
What are you getting?
Yeah, no, it's speed, man. I'm down to answer whatever question, homie, that's thrown at me. That's what I have this for,
I was
bro.
a fan of watching you and Tony A, dog. You folks used to make some speed man content, you know. And then I'm like, damn, what's up with this fool and this fool, you know?
Yeah, but the reality of it is, bro, is that I mean, NORBEEZ he obviously went over there by himself. He didn't tell nobody. Nothing. He obviously didn't know. I'm sure if he knew there was gonna be a fight, bro, he would have called somebody to go with him or whatever, so he wouldn't get jumped or whatever.
In the back of his mind, he knew though, like, hey, pulling up, you never know. You know?
In all reality, in the back of my mind, after seeing all his actions towards other people, I knew in the back of my mind there was a possibility this guy was not gonna hold to his word, because his saying is, we're grown men that will have grown man conversations. So
hey, what were you saying about Whack 100? That fool's known for beating Whack 100 up too, or what? That fool be beating fools up?
No, not even. That Whack went to his pad, bro. He went to his pad, like, you know, that was actually his house. NORBEEZ just went to the studio where he got invited at. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I mean, you're not gonna come out of your pad for that. That sucked, you know.
I wouldn't go to his house.
That's very disrespectful. You know, that was disrespectful too for Whack's part too. That vato should have never went to his pad, anyways. But he went alone too, and it's like you pick and choose. You can't pick and choose who you want to fight. You know,
and Wack went there 3 times.
yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
I get what you're trying to say. He picked the vato that's kind of like more of a square, chill, wants to talk.
Yeah.
And then took the other one.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, hey, thank you for calling, homie. I appreciate it.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, order later.
That's
All
right.
right.
Ah, pues. Yeah, we don't dodge. We don't dodge questions here. But that was a lesson learned on my part.
Yeah, a lesson to be learned.
All right. As we wait for the next caller. But yeah, that one was good. I'm glad he called. Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Caller?
Yeah.
You're live with us.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how you doing? You're you can
pretty
say
good.
you can say your name
Yeah.
or you can remain anonymous if you want, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm Miley. I just wanted to know what's your opinion on vaccines.
Oh, vaccines? Man, vaccines. I'm
Yeah.
I'm totally against vaccines.
You got to be a little careful on the.
Oh, I
on
can't
the
say.
lingo, on the
Oh,
lingo
I can't
with
say that. I can't say that word.
Yeah, well, yeah, they
We'll
pick
say
it up.
jab or what?
Yeah, you could use jab.
I already said the word though.
Yeah, not
Man,
repetitive.
why don't you want? You
Not
need to make a
repetitive.
list, homie, of the words that I can't use on YouTube. There's a lot of words that you always
Any word
stop me.
mainstream media it shuts down.
All
doesn't
right,
usually
the jab,
words.
all that jab stuff. Please do not do that. Please do not get your kids jabbed. Don't.
Jab?
Yeah, don't do that. That's just something I don't believe in at all. That's something that is I'm just totally against it. From the minute your babies are born, they're right there jabbing them with how many of those shots are they giving them? A gang of them, A lot of them contain a lot of bad stuff, like the flu. You're getting a flu. Can I say that?
Yeah,
A flu shot.
Yeah.
You're getting a flu shot, with the flu supposedly in it already. Like what are they doing? Like even the one that came out for the C19, right? You're getting a chemical squalene, saline in your body, and you're getting I played an audio on one of my lives. 7 components what makes up HIV in your body. They're injecting you with that. That's all breaking down your T cells. It's all breaking down your white blood cells, and your body's going to continue to deteriorate. Imagine like your white blood cells in your body. You don't have any, or you have a minimal amount of them. They're not going to be able to fight off any real organic infection. You're going to succumb to it. So if you have, okay, look at, for instance, you could look it up yourself. People that got the C19 thing, right? Most of those people that passed away that aren't here no more, they were elderly people or people that already had liver disease. They were already suffering kidney failure without them even knowing. They already had heart complications without them even knowing. And what those people really passed away from was the complications of that, not from C19, from any of that. Because it was that was a gel that they put into your body. It was nanobites, nanotechnology that they were injecting into your body without you knowing. And what happened was with the frequency, it's called Event 201 if you want to look it up. For those that want to look up what I'm talking about, look up Event 201. That's literally what they were doing for weeding out all the elderly and all the people that were sickly and all that had a real dis-ease. They were weeding them out with the frequency. And this frequency that was being emitted to them through cell towers, through smart devices, whatever it was being emitted to by, that was literally breaking all the real organic material that's in your body, your liver, your kidneys. So if you look at their what do you call it? Their death certificates, it'll say C19. But it'll say the real reasons why they passed away: complications of heart failure, complications of liver disease, kidney failure, or whatever. And it was all that's. I mean, man, like there's so many ways to go with this. That's what the people were passing away from, And even the coroner's office will tell you that they had a hard time embalming some of the people, the patients, or not patients because they aren't patients no more, but some of the people that died or passed away. I can't even say died, huh?
Nah, deleted.
Man, bro, that were deleted or whatever.
Unalived.
They were having unalived. They were having complications embalming them because their veins were full of this black gelatin.
Oh yeah, I saw those pictures.
This black gelatin. I even showed a video. I showed a video on, was it Freaky Tales?
Hey, but have you ever gotten those nosebleeds where some type of
It's a long,
yeah, like a gelatin stuff?
Yeah,
that
but
comes
that's
out?
not that, bro. You're talking about. We're talking
it's
about
weird though, because it comes out and then you're not bleeding anymore. Do you know anything
what
about that?
Those are just your blood clots. Those are your blood clotting. A lot of people have blood clots that they don't know about.
I always
You
thought that
have
weird.
those in your body.
You get like the thick mucusy blood, and then you're not bleeding anymore.
Look, just picture this: a person with bad skin, a person with anything that is anything that's bad, bro. You use lotion on your skin. You use a lot of women spray this body spray or whatever.
I'm glad you brought that up because somebody DM'd me about this and wanted me to bring this up because you just brought up exactly what they wanted me to bring up. Apparently, there's a I don't know if it's a new method, but there are these people that swear that your skin would get tighter and younger looking if you store your pee for 3 days and then wipe it on your skin.
Or you drink it.
You heard of that?
Yeah, because it's purified.
Okay? Can you explain how that?
Well, after I explain what I was gonna explain, homie. All right.
Let's go.
So anything that you're eating, anything that you're eating that's not organic, that your body cannot break down, it's gonna push it out. It's gonna push it out. It's gonna come to your skin. You're gonna get a pimple. That's where people get pimples from. It's your body pushing out that toxic stuff. It's always constantly. That's why your skin is shedding. You look at the dust in your house. 70% of that dust is human skin. It's human skin, literally. It's been tested. It's your body constantly shedding and flaking off this old material of these burritos that we're eating, these tacos, this fake pisto that we're drinking. We don't even drink real beer, like real wine. That's the real wine we're supposed to be drinking from grapes, not this hybridized beer that we're drinking. So your body's gonna push it out. It's gonna push it out, and it's just, man, it's just ugly, all this stuff, and it sticks. Your blood ends up getting coagulated, just like when a snake were to bite you. All that poison ends up making it like a gelatin. So you got like coagulations of blood all through your body, especially of all the stuff that you're eating. It's non-processed foods, and what's happening, your body's trying to save itself. It's trying to save itself. So many of your white blood cells are attaching themselves to this non-organic material or toxic material and creating a thin layer of skin around this mucus, and that becomes a tumor. Or if it's in your blood, in your vein, it becomes coagulated blood and it becomes a blood clot. So we just need to come back to eating organic stuff. Stop believing in this government these government jabs that they're trying to give us, and come back to a real indigenous way of living, I call it. I hate to use everybody's on this organic this, organic that, but they even pay markets to label that organic, and it's not even really organic.
You're right.
They're paying just for the label.
Yep.
Just like our knockoff brands that people are wearing, Louis Vuitton and Balenciaga, and those are like, that's all fake anyways. You know what I mean?
Lie, man. I've been tempted to like go to a farmer's market, buy a bunch of cheap apples, and slap organic on them.
I showed people the fake canela the other day when I made the tea. There's real canela and there's the fake canela that you buy in the plastic baggies. They're and you got to pay more for it. They make you pay more for this organic stuff that we're eating. And it's like, dang, we got to pay to live. Most of the stuff that we're eating here in this country is banned in most of the countries. Shit, she hung up?
Yeah, she hung up.
Oh, my bad. She was probably tired of hearing me out.
Right.
She's like, that was enough.
I get it,
that was enough from him.
Gotta pay more for it.
Caller, where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello.
Is this Marvelous? Or is this NORBEEZ?
Both of us.
Both of us.
Hey, about time you guys answer my phone call home.
I'm telling NORBEEZ, man, it's NORBEEZ's fault. Blame it on him.
Hey, the pose looking pretty bad right now.
When you see him, sucker punch him.
Hey, the pose.
Yeah, man. I ain't that little fucking Cholo man, or what's his name?
American Chola.
American guy.
Yeah, the American.
Hey, but Marvelous.
Yeah.
I've been hitting you up, homie. I want you to do some work.
Pero not tattoo. You know, I want you to paint me a portrait, homie.
Ah, shit.
Something feed me as fuck.
Okay.
For my hyena.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, bro. Send me. Have you DM'd me on my Instagram?
I hit you up, but you know, like I only gotta send me one, homie. But my phone number, I'm the 6116, fool.
Message me on my Instagram, bro, so you don't put your number out here on live.
Simon.
Or you know what? No. You know what? You could text that number, right? He could text that number that you got.
No, I don't think it's this one. He said a different number.
No, but can he text you the number that he's calling from right now?
Oh yeah. You could text me that number from that number.
Yeah,
right now.
send the message that you're calling, the phone number that you're calling right now, homie. If you could text that number, bro, with your information, I'll get back at you. I apologize, homie. Serio.
No, it's all good. Hey, because I want you to paint me a badass picture, fool.
Uh-huh.
And like draw it like Teen Angel style. Remember those magazines?
Oh yeah.
Like gangster as fuck. Cause,
Shout out Teen Angel.
I'm gonna fucking give my one hyena some roses and shit, and you need to draw her like a fucking ass princess. You know, like fucking blim blah shit.
All right.
Feed me.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
I think you can do it, fool.
I got you,
Feed
homie.
me. All
yeah.
right, later, homie.
All right.
Apas.
Thank you for calling, bro.
All right, so I'll see you when you text me.
I'll paint her all feed me todo.
Yeah.
How's he say it?
Todo.
Hey, we should do some reactions to like some movies, huh?
We good. I mean, I saw the Thunderbolts movie.
Oh, you seen it? How was that?
It was good. It was surprisingly
Man,
good.
that was a weak movie, homie.
Shout out to Chicano State of Mind. Give that guy a follow. Dope podcaster also. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Sorry, I got cut off.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you were tired of like, man, Marvelous, shut the hell up already.
No, that's good.
Did it cut off again?
Yeah, I cut off.
Damn, Norbs, come
That's
on,
one.
man.
That's one. That's number one tonight.
That was one.
That was one.
One putazo.
Let me see if I could get her back.
One putazo for you.
I think she needs to have a more tighter connection.
I think you need to have a tighter connection.
Hey. Okay, I'm calling her back, but
all right, just take the next call. She'll probably call back. My apologies. Take it.
all right. Well, let me get out of this screen. Shit.
Man.
All right, there we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller.
I'm not gonna say, but I just want to send a big shout out to NORBEEZ.
Hey, gracias. I appreciate you.
NORBEEZ, hey, I appreciate you liking my shit, man. Always giving my platform some support and love, man.
Does it play
Gotta
3D?
give it to you, brother. Thanks a lot.
Does it play 3D?
Huh?
Oh, Chicano State of Mind.
Yep.
There you go, Chicano State of Mind. Hey, much love to you, man. You guys follow him. He always has a lot of raza. He supports us to 100%. All raza, and I
Shout out his Instagram too if he has one.
It's the same thing, right? Chicano State of Mind.
Chicano State of Mind. Just want to send out shout outs. Thanks for supporting the platform, NORBEEZ.
Definitely.
I always check who likes the post because it's not about the likes, it's about who's supporting you.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I appreciate that, NORBEEZ.
You got it,
Take
man.
care of yourself. You got keep doing what you're doing, brother. And we'll catch you sometime. We'll catch you. See if we meet up and
Hells yeah.
maybe do a podcast or something.
That'd be
You
great.
know?
I'd be happy to do that, man. I appreciate that.
All right. You guys
Thank you,
take
man.
care.
Blessings
All
to
right,
you.
man.
Pues,
Have a good one.
You
Bye.
too, man. Bye.
Hey, you should have said, catch me outside. How about that?
Hey.
Con cuidado con chorizo. We
that's
might
the
need
one-
that for later. Órale, Snoopy. HM.
That's the one thing I like about Instagram is that I try to support as many of our people.
Yeah,
that
well,
are
stop
starting
trying
up
and
that.
do it. Stop trying. We don't want to hear trying. There's no such thing as trying
I'm
right
sorry,
here.
Let me rephrase
Shout out
that.
to my boy
I
Snoopy
support-
right there.
I support them. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's the brother from Stockton.
Stockton in the house.
Hells yeah. What up, man?
Yeah, most definitely, brother. I appreciate you. Hey, what's going on with my people?
Right here, just chilling, man. We're trying to unite.
That's
People are trying to divide. But how's it going up there in Stockton, homie?
Excellent, brother. I appreciate you asking, man. You know, I was I'm just here at
NORBEEZ, don't tell me you lost this call, bro. I'm gonna get all the vatos from Stockton over here on that ass.
Let's see if we can get him back. Come on, Stockton.
Hey, Stockton's crazy, man. I
Hells
used to
Hey,
go for it, bro. My bad.
We got him back. We got him back.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, bro. Yeah, I'm just at work. I'll be off at 11:30 tonight, brother. But man, I'm just good to call. Things are good up here, brother. It's my Friday. I won't work tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'll go pick up my daughter from school.
Hell yeah.
We'll take her from school in the morning, actually. But hey, I wanted to ask you guys. Hey, brother. You know that one place? It's like an indoor swap meet out there out east called El Mercado or El Mercadito.
Yeah.
The one on First?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, when I was little, brother, my mom used to take me there all the time. Because we got family out there in LA, so she would take me in there, brother, and I'd be like walking through there, man, through the halls, and she used to like to listen to the like the mariachi and man, eat mariscos in there, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but I wanted to ask you guys, hey, so, hey, Marvelous, you think that these treatments, like to like, what do you think about these man-made like products that they say cause like a more youthful look or help you maintain a youthful look? You think it's a scam, or what do you think about these like hair products and skin products that you see, like serums and like anti-wrinkle and aging products? Like, what do you think about those products if they're man-made, Marvelous?
Okay, this is what I think about that, bro. And I'm gonna be just blunt. I think of them just like a drug, bro. Just like like a drug. The more you take, the more your body how do I say this? You become immune to it after a while. So you could take it, like, say for instance, there's this one called man, what's the name? It tightens your skin. Yeah, it's actually exactly what you're saying about the wrinkles in your skin, and it tightens it, and it works for a little bit. But after a while, just like a hyena that uses makeup every day and she looks all firme que wow, once she takes that off at the night, you see the bags under her eyes, you see that weathered skin, homie, and it's gonna be 10 times as worse as if she were not to use it, not to be doing it. They should always, or girls and dudes that are trying to keep a youthful look should always go organic, no matter what, bro. Organic, no matter what. There's ingredients. There's plant-based products, bro, that are straight organic that people can use, and your body's gonna feed off of that. You know, like man, what could I talk about?
Says you build tolerance. That's a good.
Yeah, you build. Who said
tolerance?
that?
Athena.
Oh, okay, yeah, because shout out to my bestie right there, Athena, special lady. Yeah, you build a tolerance to it, but there's a lot of organic products that people can use. They just don't know about it. They want the fast, easy fix, like quick, right away. They want to go show out at the club, or they just want to look young. You know, they have a complex about themselves, and you know, that's just not the way to go, man. That's not the way to go. I don't recommend it. I think that they're doing more harm to their skin because it's not organic. A lot of the stuff has fish oils in it that they're using. That's gonna damage their skin. They're just not going natural based, bro. And I don't think that's the way to go. You know, just like all these jabs that people are getting, you know, they're believing in the flu shot, and they'll go to CVS because they're promoting it. And what was that one Congress member that promoted it, or he was somebody, a candidate for something, bro, and he's like, "Oh, you get a free cheeseburger with this jab or whatever."
I thought it was Newsom. Newsom was giving
was
out
it that,
like Magic Mountain
yeah,
tickets.
that pendejo.
Yeah,
so he's right there biting into a burger, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, I got a burger because I got this or whatever." Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like these guys are all fugazi with it, bro. Yeah. Like they just want us to kill ourselves, bro. You know, bottom line, that's what we're doing. Whether it's trying to heal yourself, and one more thing, bro. My bad. The other thing with a lot of people going to Mexico right now. This is the biggest thing right now. Everybody's going to Mexico to go get the stem cell stuff. You know, they're back, older men, they're back, or they're having arthritis problems, and they go get the stem cells injected into them and stuff like that. Where are they getting them from? Where are they getting that from?
Originally, they were getting them from aborted
fetuses. Yeah.
That's why. Now.
Yeah, but how many can you get?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, right?
Not a lot. You need a lot of
All those
fetuses.
people that are being unalived over there, bro. And anywhere. You know, all you got to do, look at all the people donating their plasma. That is the worst thing to do.
Oh, back in the 90s, stem cells were illegal in the U.S.
Yeah. And you know what? It's the same thing as adrenochrome.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, bro.
You had to travel to Europe where it was legal to be injected with stem cells.
It's the same thing, you know? That's what the Mexica and used to sacrifice for. You know, the blood, the purified blood of younger adults, not big old like males like they show in Apocalypto. Those weren't the people that were being sacrificed. They were younger teenage children to young kids, you know, for the benefit of the blood, bro, of the blood. But yeah, homie, I appreciate that question though.
Definitely.
Right on.
Don't get none of those jabs, homie, please, bro.
Hell no. Hey, I got a movie real quick before I let y'all go. I got a movie. Man, you guys should review when you get a chance. It's called Paid in Full from 2002.
Pay it full.
Oh yeah.
Pay it full?
Paid in Full.
No,
tight,
Paid in
man.
Full.
Yeah, but
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full.
Yeah, that's a bad movie.
That's familiar.
OG movie right there.
That's familiar.
Yep. Hey, because man, I probably watched it when I was little, brother. But then I watched it again a couple days ago, and man, it was a good a good movie, and you know it was real glamorous. But then when old boys when old boys started to have all those problems, man, it was just sad how they did that little boy. Man,
Yeah.
it was just it.
And that really happened, bro. That really happened.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever see did you ever see the documentary on Old Boy? What's his name? The one that threw rat on everybody?
Who, Alpo?
Yeah, Alpo.
Man,
He talks
how
about
did
he talks
how did he
about
make it so?
he talks
so
about
far?
my bad. Yeah, he talks about all the hits that he did, homie, and him you know, unaliving Mitch. You know, and what really happened, and then the battle that helped them do that, how he ended him, and then what was crazy about it is that he got unalived on Halloween. That's what was crazy about it, and this was all a vision that old boy had. Ace had that vision, bro, and there's a documentary on him, man. And we should talk about that on the show, man.
Alpo?
I would love
Did
to
you
have
say Alpo?
Alpo. Yeah.
Oh, he was a Puerto Rican in the
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one that rode the motorcycle, and said it called that about the Kermit the Frog, right? So, anyways, Ace had a vision, bro, and he talks about this whole dream that he had, homie, and how he got the name what was it, Lucky, or something like that. But it's a good documentary, bro. If you ever have time, you know, check it out on YouTube. If you can't find it, homie, you can message me on my Instagram. I'll send it to you direct, homie.
For sure. Hey, real quick. One more. Hey, you guys know anybody who builds those lowrider model cars?
Oh yeah. It's, let me see. I'll tell you his name right now. It's,
hey, NORBEEZ, I need one that hops. I need a black 64 convertible, brother.
Oh, he doesn't do the hopping one. He just does the models.
Get at me, bro. I got a guy. The guy that made my lowrider bike, homie. I'll put you in contact with him, bro.
Okay, brother. I'll get in touch with you, but God bless.
Hey, you too, homie.
God bless you too, man.
All right, brother.
Let's take one more.
All right, one more caller, and then that is it. And we still got to talk about that thing I told you about, the whole keep your pee and rub it on you.
Man, you would want to talk about that.
No, somebody asked me to talk about
You
that.
should go talk about that with R. Kelly.
I didn't even... Hey,
Yeah.
Was that the whole point right there? To stay looking young. All right, caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Hello, everybody.
Brad
What's up,
Pitbull. What up, man?
That's Brad Pitt. How do you know that's him?
Because it's his tone. Hello.
I don't know about that. Hey, Brad, if this is you, bro, I don't know. NORBEEZ shouldn't be knowing your voice that quick.
He's a stalker, man.
You're a stalker, homie.
Get out of my
That's
window.
why he's got the restraining order.
He didn't even say nothing. He didn't even say nothing. Brad didn't even say nothing. You just heard him breathe and you knew it was him, huh? Dad, you're a ruthless vato, eh? I don't know about you.
What's up, man?
Ninja Magic says golden showers. I don't know about NORBEEZ, man. He wants to talk about golden showers. He already knows Brad Pitbull's voice before he even speaks.
Hey. Oh no.
No, you lost it? Call him back. Dang.
Yeah, like, nah, you guys are talking about subjects.
I was
ain't
talking too much.
ready to. Brad.
Talk about headquarters. Who's calling? Hello?
Yes.
Talk about headquarters. Hello.
Yes, we're here. Can you hear us?
All right, good. Hey, thanks for dropping my call, NORBEEZ.
Hell no.
Hey, that was third one. That was the third one. So,
Hey, you're the real MVP. But I already forgot what was on top. Hey, I was gonna,
no, he's still there. He's
all
still
right.
there.
Go for it, bro.
Brad, I can see you're still there, bro.
Man.
Don't break my.
This is the fourth one. Ese.
Oh, 23% said 3.
Dang.
He's still there. I mean, it shows that he's still there.
You gotta call him back, bro. You're not wasting call time, homie.
All right, well, we'll call him back and we'll tell him.
One more chance, Norbs. One more chance, man.
This him. Caller, your name? Where are you calling from? Caller.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Yo.
Hey, we couldn't get Brad Pack.
Huh?
No, go for it, bro. Your name or where you calling from, or you could stay anonymous, homie.
I'll stay anonymous. I just have a simple question for you.
Yes.
What do you think about getting like dual citizenship for like Mexico? Do you think that's a good idea or not?
I think in this time right now, these pendejos that are running this country, they want to get any reason for you to go to Mexico.
You know what? That was what I thought.
And for you having dual citizenship, I think they'll push the issue even harder on you.
Hey, I'm getting it.
But I'm off. I want to do it, bro. I want to do it. I'm gonna try my best to do it because I mean, even though I still consider this Mexico, always will be, bro. This is not the United States. There ain't nothing united about it, bro. I do want to have land over there, bro, and the only way to do that is to have citizenship. You know, so
yeah, and that was the downfall that I thought about that you just explained, like what negative could possibly happen.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And what you just explained was in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Just be careful, man.
But that was about it. Like if you thought it was a good idea or not, you know?
Yeah, I think it is a good idea, but I just think that you got to be extra cautious, and especially in this year, you're gonna bet this dude or not. I mean, it's not even him really. I can't blame him, but it's really that they're pushing this issue with anything, bro. With anything, they want to make an example and push us all out of our land, bro. That's what it is. To push us out of our land. They've been doing it for years and years and years, and it's called the silent war. It's the silent war, and the thing that sucks about it is that most of the raza don't even know about it. But we're talking about it when our family members are affected by it. It sucks, and we don't realize that we're all relatives, bro. We're all related.
Hey,
we're relatives. If you're indigenous, you're a relative. You're a relative. You know, and to see you go, if you were to get deported, I don't know you, homie, but if you were to get deported, man, I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad, homie. Mm-hmm. Like, hell nah. Get him back. Get him back over here. I got a homie that called me today, and he goes, I chatted him, man, how long, what was it? A couple of years ago, actually. He goes, yeah, homie, I got deported, I got deported 6 years ago. I'm like, what? Like, what the heck? You know, he keeps getting deported, but it's like, damn, homie, like, I didn't even know that. You know, I was like, damn, you know.
Shout out to our people. We got ways.
Yeah, but
and he was born here.
Oh no, you know what? I don't know. I didn't get into detail. I don't like asking all personal questions, it's only because I still feel that this is Mexico. I just feel like that from my grandfather. You know, the way he raised me, everything that he taught me. That this is still Mexico. You know, and a lot of our people are just getting pushed out, and for a good reason, bro. They know who we are. And the thing that sucks is that we don't know who we are.
Hey, well, here's a pro of getting dual citizenship. When you use an American passport to go to Mexico, you got to pay a fee to enter Mexico. Mm-hmm. When you fly out of LAX with a Mexican passport, you don't have to pay that fee to enter Mexico because you're already part of it.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I wonder how it is for the workers that are coming across the border every day. and working over here, if they're still allowing that.
Well, you know, the U.S. has they have a program specifically for fruit pickers.
Well, I'm saying this because my bad, bro. I'm saying this because I worked for a spa company in San Diego when I did in San Diego in 2002. Yeah. Right, it was a really known spa company. Yeah. And there was only 5 people on the design team. I was one of them, right? Yeah. But all the workers that were spraying fiberglass, and that was a messed up job, homie. They had to do all the grunt work. Fuck. They were coming across the border every day. And I would talk to all of them. You know, they would tell me stuck on your skin? They gotta wait. No, I'll tell you a story after this. But they would wait at the border at like 4 a.m, bro. They would be waiting for a long time, and they would come, and they would get paid nothing, really, you know? Yeah. I mean, minimum wage back then was way cheaper than what it is now, but still, they would get paid nothing for spraying that and breathing all those toxins in every day, you know what I mean? And then have to go all the way back, you know, across again, like that's messed up, you know? I just seen them as using our people. Yeah. Using our people.
For the most part, I mean, it's cheap labor. I mean.
Yeah, homie, but yeah, there's pros and cons to it, bro. Just, you know, be extra vigilant. I'm sure I wouldn't want you to be taken away from your family, you know.
I do like the pros, the fact that you could buy land over there with the dual citizenship. You could start a business there. You know, you got more rights.
Yeah.
And you thanks, man, for the info. I just wanted your input, you know.
All right, hey, I appreciate you calling, homie. My respect to you and la familia.
Thank you, man.
AG says Caldera Spas. Hey, AG, who are you, homie? Who's AG? How do you know that I work there? Damn, that's crazy. Who put that right there? I wonder who that is right there. AG, message me, homie. Did I work with you?
Get out of my window.
Hey, if I did, you remember how I got that job? Man, let me tell you, NORBEEZ. I moved to San Diego, right?
Yeah.
And that was the last caller, right?
Yeah, that was the last.
All right. I went to San Diego, bro, and I didn't know nobody over there. I moved on right by, I think I was outside a military base with my brother, right? He's in the military. And I needed a job, man. So I didn't know what to do. So I went to this agency. This agency was called On Site. Damn. And they would send me like job hunting, but they would tell me places that were hiring, right? Yeah. So this place, Caldera Spas, was one of the companies that they sent me to. And back then I only, you know, had like maybe 1 or 2 jobs, and then I was barely starting a tattoo, and I was like, dang, you know, like I want to get a good job over here and stuff. So I had to take the bus and walk everywhere. So I'm walking on this hot day, and I go to this job, you know, this job site, Caldera Spas, and I go in there, and there's a white lady just looking at me, and I hate to say that, you know, but it's the reality of it, you know. She was at her desk, and she's just looking at me. I'm from San Diego. I'm just from San Diego. I don't know, man. I think there's a couple of spa companies, but yeah, it's Caldera. Hey, is it still there? If you know AG, is Caldera Spa still there?
He says, laughing.
Let me know, man. Hey, my supervisor was Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. That was a dope ass dude right there, man. He gave me my position of design on the design team, homie. I won an award. I won an award for designing 6 spas, homie, before they were supposed to even be designed, like before the timeline. It was like a year or whatever. We had to deliver these molds, bro, and I did it in 6 months, homie.
Damn.
Real shit. I was doing fiber optics around the spas, putting where the jets go on your back, you know, putting all that, bro, where your armrests are like that. The TV would come up from the spa with a subwoofer, all that stuff. We were doing all that, right?
I could imagine you with like a lab coat on.
No, I didn't have a lab coat. Well, I used to have wear a suit. So anyways, not a suit, but like a bodysuit. So anyways, so I go into this place right there, Caldera Spas, and there's this lady, right? And I go, hi, this place, you know, they told me that you guys are hiring, you know, I'd like to fill out an application. And she's just looking at me up and down, and she goes, well, we're not hiring, sir. You know, we're not hiring. I'm like, dang, eh? Like, she's rude, like a rude, you know. She has short hair, so you know she was already going through menopause.
We're not hiring.
Yeah, she's like, you know, and so anyways, I got all bugged about it, you know, like, dang, man, but what they told me, you know, this company. She goes, well, that company doesn't know what they're talking about, you know, like, we're not hiring, whatever, right? I'm like, dang, man, you know, whatever.
You were misinformed.
So I had to go turn in my applications to the on-site, the main place, right? So the next day I go all the way to off the 8 freeway to go turn in these applications or whatever and show them. And so the vato tells me, He goes, so, oh, you fill out, what about this place? And I'm like, well, they said that they're not hiring. He goes, they're hiring. He goes, go in there, try it one more time, and go ask to speak to somebody else or one of their supervisors. Yeah. So I'm right there. I'm like, man, I don't really want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. I'm young at the time.
Yeah.
And I have an attitude about everything.
Yeah.
So I go in there again, homie, and I go in there and I'm like, hey, I heard y'all was hiring. Nah, I didn't say that. But I go in there. Hi. Can I speak to a supervisor? She goes, weren't you here?
Oh, she recognized you.
Yeah. Weren't you here? I'm like, yeah. They told me you guys are hiring. She goes, well, I told you already that we're not hiring. I'm like, well, I need an application anyways because they told me that you guys are hiring. Is there somebody I could speak to? And she just has an attitude. She goes, I'll be right back. And so she gets her damn body was shaped like a wisdom tooth. She walks to the back, homie, to go talk to her.
Glasses?
Yeah, she actually did have glasses, bro. Short hair, shaped like a bag of laundry. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm right there and I'm writing on a piece of paper, bro. And I'm into my writing. Yeah. The people that know I love my calligraphy and my script. So I'm writing and there's this big old white dude comes out, Chuck. Yeah. He ends up being the supervisor of the design team. Yeah. The guys that actually designed the spa.
So she went and looked for the biggest guy to
actually,
you.
I think he was just walking out. I think he had just happened to be walking out, and he goes,
never really
he goes, hey, he goes, you wrote that? He goes, you wrote that? I'm like, yeah, man. He goes, who are you waiting for? And I'm like, well, I'm waiting for this lady. She's being rude to me, man. I came in here looking for a job. I barely moved. I'm from out of town, you know.
You said that?
Yeah, I told him, He goes, really? He goes, I like your writing. You got style and all that. I'm like, yeah, I do tattoos or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, follow me. So I went in the back, and this lady comes out with somebody else, and the guy Chuck goes, he's with me. He's with me, and she's just looking like, what the hell? Like, he's not with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I walked to the back to his little office and stuff, and he's just chopping it up with me about life. Yeah. Just getting to know me. And he goes, if I had ever worked before, whoop-de-whoop, and all this and that, I'm a fast learner, sir. I'm a fast learner, And he goes, well, can you be here, at a certain time? And it was like at 4 a.m, bro. Like, I'm all, yeah. I said, yeah, I didn't know how, it was still nighttime. I never had a job like that. Yeah. So, he hired me the next day, bro. I got started, it hired me. I was going to go through my 6-month probation period time. And then I was going to get $30 an hour, bro. And yeah, homie. Things happen in life where I didn't end up keeping that job, but it was something that I always remembered. And I always appreciated the compassion in that man's heart, that he showed me. He got to know me. He didn't judge me for how I looked. He didn't judge me for, I look like a young little thug, a little cholito walking into this big old corporation, this business, and he put his faith in me by the way I presented myself to him. Yeah. And he took a chance on me, and I always appreciated him for that.
For some people, that's very intimidating going to a place like that, especially if you feel like you have a certain background that they might not like.
For a lot of homies, a lot of jobs that I got, I got intimidated by the supervisors or the people interviewing me. I felt like, I'm right there all nervous. I don't know what to say. What words do I use? Like, we're used to talking a certain way. Yeah. Like a lot of these interviews that I've done, bro, since years ago when I first started, I've learned throughout my time being interviewed on how to conduct myself.
Oh, you're talking about like the podcast interviews?
Yeah, like how to articulate myself, right?
Yeah.
Like even the word articulate, people don't use words and they'll be like, for instance, I'm gonna give you an example and hopefully he don't get mad. Mark. Shout out to Mark, Soft White Underbelly.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Shout out to Soft White Underbelly, right? If anybody's seen that interview, I went into that interview and I was dressed a certain way. Bro, I wore a V-neck. I was dressed casual. I didn't wear nothing like this. Yeah. I dressed casual, and I was ready to speak on some intellectual stuff. I really wanted to. I believe that his platform would give me a voice and benefit our raza, and they would be able to see that, hey, we're not all ignorant. We're not all into this let's kill ourselves or unalive. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, let's not. We're not all into like
We're not trying to delete.
we don't
want
to stay in this box.
Yeah.
You know, we're better than that.
Yeah.
We're more vibrant.
Yeah.
We do know how to articulate ourselves.
Yeah.
We do know definitions of words. We can. I could talk to the richest man.
Yeah.
And I could talk to the bum on the street that has nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and when I went there, he goes, "Do you really dress like that?" I was like, "What? Like, what do you mean?" He goes, "Yeah. Do you really you know, do you dress like that?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, yeah, just like this. Like,
wow.
like, how do you want me to see? He goes, "Oh, you know, like, yeah, you know."
So you don't dress like, you know, with all
and
that
then he
other
goes,
stuff?
"Oh, okay, you know, like, you know, I guess he thought it was gonna be this whole." And even on the title, he put gang member.
Yeah.
Put gang member interview or whatever. I didn't tell him to put. That's his channel, you know.
And
He's
well,
gonna
that's the thing. A lot of these podcasters tend to put the title that they think will, you know, get more views.
Right. Clickbait.
Clickbait.
And then when I started talking to him, he started asking me questions, right? And then in the like a couple of minutes into the interview, bro, he's signaling me behind the camera, right? And I'm like, "What's up?" You know, like, am I not talking about something that you're asking me, or like what? And he goes, No. And I don't mean no disrespect, but do you really talk like that? And I'm all like, yeah, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean do I talk like that, homie? Do you want me to be like, what's up, Besse? Like, what's up, Vato?
Yeah.
You want me to talk like that? Like, do you think we talk like that? Do I talk like that when I pick up on a girl and be like, hey, what's up, mija? I used to do that in my 20s. I used to do that when I was a teenager and be like, hey, mija, come over here. Let me get that number. Like, I would, you know, hey, what's up, homie? What's up, dog? Where you from, homie?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like that. But we're not, I outgrew it.
Yeah.
I outgrew that, bro. And I don't,
a lot of
and a lot of us do. But you know what's sad? A lot of us stay in that mentality though.
Yeah.
You know, we stay like that. We have this persona that we want to keep, this ego, you know, that we want to portray to people.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm still this vato, I'm still down, and I'm still like, nah, the next generation is coming up. The next generation under that is trying to earn their name too. You know, you're not always going to be the biggest and baddest.
Yeah.
You're not always going to win every fight. You know, you're not always going to be the smartest person in the room, you know? At this time, I am, though. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, but you know what I mean? You're not always going to be that big, bad person. You're not going to always be that fine hyena. You know, you're not always going to be Miss Beautiful messing with your hair and you know, you're not always going to be that person. You know, there's comes a time where you gotta grow. You gotta clean all those weeds out your garden, all that toxic stuff that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
You gotta clean that garden out and plant new fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
You know, and create more vibrance and show all the younger plants growing how beautiful you can be.
Yeah.
You know, all those thorns and stuff on the rose bush is what making those roses bloom. You know, they're making those roses. You go through those thorns for a reason.
You're getting those strong roots also.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I don't know why I told that story right now, but it was for a reason.
Nah, it is. All right, well, shoot.
Any last thoughts, homie?
Last thoughts. Okay. Again, happy Cinco de Mayo. A very proud day for Mexicans for the Battle of Puebla, where we beat the French when they were trying to take over Mexico. It's a day where we could remember that we might not have the biggest armory. We might not have their technology, but when we come together to fight a cause worthy to fight, we will always win because we have heart, whereas those people, they came to take, and we're always here to protect, and we do that. This is why we're always protecting our neighborhoods, our families, because that is what we don't go looking to take from others. But we definitely will protect what is ours and our loved ones. So it's a day to remember that this is the people that we are. We're so different from them, from across the ocean, that you know, we're just, that's just it. That's all.
Thank you, NORBEEZ, for that. I want to say, sorry, this cord's in the way. All right, I want to say, shout out for the day. You know, everybody believing in this is a special day. It's something to be celebrated. I disagree. Any hate that you want to speak about me saying that, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't think there's nothing special about today. I just honestly don't. We're still at war. We're still at war.
That we are.
This war and one man's resistance, props to him. All love to him. And everybody that fought, everybody that isn't here no more in their bloodline, props to them. But we're still in this fight. We're still in this fight for your land, your spirit, your mind, everything, your body, your intelligence, everything. They know you're special. They know you're vibrant. They know what you can do. And what you can do is destroy them, you know, in every way. Every way. I always say it, we're the builders, we're the architects. We bring vibrance. We bring the salsa to the tacos. We're the ones with the ingredients to heal, you know? And yeah, when we get pressed, when we get called out, you know, we band together. But don't wait till that happens. Don't wait till something happens. Don't wait till you get pressed at your pad. Don't wait till band together now. Band together now. Sharpen your swords. You know? Sharpen your swords. And when I say that, I mean your mind. Sharpen your mind. You know, there's a lot to learn that you don't know. A lot to learn that I don't know. You got to start sharing with each other and building bridges and stop burning them. You know? It ain't about all this. Look at all the youngsters. Just take a look. Go on your social media after the show ends. Go on your social media and go look at your kids at your house. Go talk to your kids at your pad and see the direction. See where they're headed. See the way they're dressing. Listen in on their phone calls. See what they're talking about. Listen to what they're talking about. See how they conduct themselves with their friends. And you're going to know if you're doing a good job or not. You'll know if you're doing a good job or not. You know, by the way they conduct themselves. You know, if they're not rebellious, if they're not talking back, if they're not hanging out with other, like doing bad things. You know what I mean? You know, you're gonna know if you're doing a good job or not. You know, your son or daughter is gonna know that they should be making a better decision in life. You know, they're gonna see how sharp your sword is. You know, they're gonna know, hey, my mom and dad, they didn't give me the short answer. They didn't tell me go to my room. They didn't let me, you know, play my video game all day. They didn't let me do whatever. You know, make them work for their cell phone bill. You know, make them work for a car payment. Don't always be the one to be like, here, mijo, or here, mija, and give them. They're not going to know to appreciate or what to appreciate, you know, especially when somebody gives you knowledge and wisdom. Dang, I appreciate that more than $100. You're going to show me how to fish, you know, teach them something, teach each other something. I always say that conduct a meeting like if your family was a barrio, hold a meeting with your family and ask them, what did you learn this week? You'll be surprised at what they tell you, you know, or you'll be shocked if none of them can answer. Go ask your son or daughter right now when we get off this live. Did you learn anything today? They're gonna be like, what? What are you asking me? What do you mean? What did I learn today? Yeah. Have you learned anything today? What did you learn at school? They didn't learn nothing at school. They were handed a packet. And told them to get it done, and they're graded on a D. A passing grade is a D. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yep.
You're better than that. You're more vibrant. You're smarter than that. Show them how smart you are so they could show their kids how smart you were too. You know? I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for always rocking with me. I appreciate your time that you give me. You don't have to. But hit that like, subscribe. If you don't like it, hey, hit that too. Gracias. Appreciate you guys.
We still got to read the super chats.
Oh, shoot. There were super chats? My bad. I didn't. Go for it. My apologies.
All right, I'm getting to it. All right. I think I only dropped 3 phone calls today, right? All right.
Get on them super chats, homie. Come on.
All right. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Snoopy. He became a member for the channel. Saludos to my boy, Sir Marvelous. Hey,
I appreciate you, Snoopy. Always, homie.
94M drop 199 says, What has Norbs contributed to his tribe recently? Well, for the most part, I gone out of my way to find on Instagram people that are from my tribe, people that have small businesses, and I've been posting them. I've been liking their shit. I've been, trying to get more views on them. J.A. Lennox says, I think it's Lennox, but he dropped 199 says, that's a good convo topic, the shots to your body.
I appreciate you, homie. Thank you,
right,
bro.
and that is all the super chats for today.
All right, you guys have a good night. Bless your home. Cut all that toxic stuff out, you know?
Hey.